The goal of our course is to enable you to make beautiful chord changes on songs of your choice. And I'm just going to show you how you could possibly use this course day one right out of the box, and how you would play around with it and just come up with some beautiful chord changes from just a single one note melody, which I'm sure that you probably can pick out for a lot of songs. But the challenge is to figure out, well, what chords go with the melody notes. And the song I'm going to kind of play around with just on one particular note is the song like Jingle Bells, Dashing Through the Snow. I'm sure you all know that one. So we have that simple melody, and I'm just going to play around with one note, but you should go through this process on all of the notes and see what kind of beautiful chord changes you come up with. So I'm going to play around here with this G, and this song is in the key of C. So the G is a 5, the 5th note in the key of C. So I want to make some chord changes on this particular note right here. One of the tools that I'm going to use to tell me what chords to play on a particular melody note is one of our fun tools that you're eligible to get if you purchase the course volume in print. It's called our Chord Finder, and this is actually a web application that can run. Actually, I have it here running on my iPad. It's a website. You can run it on your PC or on your mobile phone, and you can use it to figure out, or it will tell you what the chords are to harmonize any song, any key. It'll tell you what the bass note is. There's lots of configuration options, and it's very easy to use. For example, here we tell it we're in the key of C. You can pick any key. We're in the key of C. And the note we're harmonizing on is the 5, which is a G. We tell it what the melody note is. And with those two pieces of information right there, it will tell us what the possible chord choices are to play on that G when we're on a song in the key of C. So we tell it to go ahead and find the chords that are available. And there are probably about 40 or 50 chords that are available here, and they all have the G on top to harmonize on that note. And these are those very pretty chords. And we're going to go through these chords and hear some of these chords, and then we're going to kind of put it together and have a little bit of fun. But all the chords are here that you can choose from to harmonize on that G. And I think the first thing you should do is, when you open up the course and you want to start to play with it and harmonize a particular note, is to look at the chord choice and actually sit down and hear them and play them at your keyboard. And that's what I'm going to do here. One at a time. I'll probably go through about 10 or 15 of them, and you'll see that they're very pretty, and they all have different bass notes, and they're not those simple major and minor chords. Let's look at the first choice here. It's telling me to play a B minor 7 sharp 5. It has the G in the melody note, which matches the melody note, and it's got a B in the bass. Let's hear this. Very pretty B7 sharp 5. B in the bass. If we don't like that, there's another possibility. This one has a B flat in the bass. It's a B flat 13 flat 5. Let's hear it. Very pretty. Remember, the first one was a B. This one is a B flat 13 flat 5. Let's see. There's also, here's another possibility, an A minor 11 that we can play. It's got an E. Very pretty. I really like that one, A minor 11. So just play around and see what kind of sound you get to harmonize on the melody notes for your song. Okay, here, this one has a G in the bass, and it has that G on the melody note to match our song. This one is a G9 sus. Let's hear this chord. Pretty. Like, these are all possibilities. And I want you to go through, you should go through and just hear the chords and hear, what the possibilities are. Oh, here's another one. Here's a G flat 7, flat 9, add 6. That one's going to be pretty. So, like I said, just listen to the chords and get them under your belt, so that for when you're on a particular melody note, you're free to pick any basics. Like, say, for example, I'm going to play the chord that has the G flat in the bass, or I'm going to play the chord that has the B in the bass, or I'm going to play the chord that has the B flat in the bass, or I'm going to play the chord that has the A in the bass. So you're free to kind of mix these things up. Like I said, they're like Lego building blocks. Here's another one, F major 9. It also has the G on top. That's a possibility. Okay, let's see. We also have, oh, here's an E7 sharp 9 sharp 5. Let's hear how this one sounds. It's got a little bite to it. So for each bass note that matches a melody note, get the chords under your belt and kind of just be familiar with how they sound. Oh, here, this one also has a G in the melody. This one has a D in the bass. This is a D minor 7 add 11. Let's see if I... So, you know, when you get a couple of these chords under your belt, this one's a C major 9. Let's see. I mean, they all work. I mean, the fun comes is when you start to put the song together and you start to mix them up kind of spontaneously on the fly and kind of like create a direction just spontaneously as you play. Say, for example, you're playing and you come down to that G and you want to make some chord changes. Just pick some bass notes at random that you know the chords for and put those together as changes. You know, say, for example, okay, we want to go from B to B flat to A. We saw those three chords, the B minor 7 sharp 5, the B flat 13 flat 5, and also there was the A minor 11. So I said, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I want to make those changes. So just put those together and listen to it and see what you come up with, and guarantee you're going to really hear something beautiful. So let's kind of see what we got here. We just picked those off at random. Beautiful. Like I said, just whatever chords you got familiar with and playing around with them, just put them together. How about, okay, we knew one for G flat, G, and A. Let's go that direction. Like I said, just pick them at random. So we're gonna play, let's see, G flat in the bass, then the one that matches the G, and then the one that matches the A, and just kind of hear what you come up with. And like I said, you'll be surprised. Oops. Okay, I messed up myself. Let's do that one again. G flat to G to A. Okay, that was a pretty change. See, I even have to get it under my belt, but you can come up with some really pretty chord changes. Let me see if I can do that one again. G flat to G, and then to that A. Like I said, just randomly just put the changes together and see what you come up with, because you'll surprise yourself. So, I mean, that's what I want you to do with this course. Take one note at a time, learn a few chords, put it together, and see what you come up with and see how you like it. And like I said, this course really is an adventure in harmony. Remember, what I have here in front of me is just a digital version of our course. You know, I can do this for any song in any key. Say I was in the key of D flat. I can just tell it, okay, I'm in D flat. And the melody note is, okay, a 5 or a 6. Go say 6. What are the chords I would play? Now, a 6 in the key of D flat is a B flat. So it's going to come up with a list of probably 30 or 40 more chords that I can choose to harmonize on that 6. You see, all of these chords have the B flat in the melody note. Now, here's the B flat major 9 add 6. What else do we have here? Oh, I really like this one. This B flat 9 sharp 5. Kind of a gospel-y chord, but these are the chords that you want to play around with and kind of get under your belt. They're all here. You get this tool when you purchase the printed version of our course, and it's just easily another tool that we have to allow you to play around with the chords. We also have the chords on cards in case you don't have a device that you can put up on your bench here. Same thing, it's just a manual version of what you have in front of me, where the chords are broken apart by melody note, and they're broken out in every key on the back of the card. So like I said, that's just one way you can kind of play around with these chords and come up with something really fun and exciting. This will be, like I said, your adventure in harmony.